Before order, there was something else. Not structure, not balance, but movement. Unpredictable, uncontrolled, necessary, because without disruption, nothing changes. Welcome to Mysterious Encounters. Tonight we examine Seth, not as a villain, not as a myth, but as a force, one that ancient Egypt did not fear, but understood. In modern retellings, Seth is the villain, the one who betrayed Osiris, the one who brought chaos into the world. But ancient Egyptians did not see him that way, because chaos was not the enemy, it was part of the system. Matt represented order, balance, truth, but order alone cannot sustain reality, because without disruption, order becomes stagnant, predictable, frozen. Seth existed to prevent that. Seth ruled over storms, deserts, violence, forces that break structure, forces that disrupt patterns, forces that cannot be controlled, and that is exactly why he was needed, because every system, no matter how perfect, eventually becomes rigid. And when something becomes rigid, it becomes fragile. Seth is the force that tests it, breaks it, exposes its weakness, not to destroy everything, but to force evolution, because what survives chaos is stronger than what never faced it. The story, is simple. Seth kills Osiris, chaos destroys order, but for the deeper meaning is more complex. Osiris represents stability, structure, continuity. Seth disrupts that, not randomly, but inevitably. Because every system eventually reaches a point where it must change, and change rarely comes peacefully. It comes through disruption, through conflict, through something that forces transformation. Seth is that force. This is what most people miss. Seth was not removed from the system. He was included in it. Temples were built for him. Rituals acknowledged him because the Egyptians understood something fundamental. You cannot eliminate chaos, you can only balance it. Suppress it, and it builds. Ignore it, and it grows until it erupts in a way you can no longer control. This is not mythology. This is pattern. The same force appears everywhere, in nature, in systems, in human behavior. Cycles of stability, followed by disruption, order, followed by chaos, again and again and again. Look at the world now. Systems, structures, networks, built for efficiency, built for control, built for predictability. The grid, the pattern, the loop. But what happens when something disrupts it? When something unpredictable enters the system, everything slows, breaks, recalculates, because the system was not built for chaos, but chaos still exists. It always will. And when it appears, it reveals something: the limits of control, the illusion of stability, the weakness of rigid systems. Seth is not just an ancient god. He is a principle, a force that ensures nothing remains fixed forever, that patterns can be broken, that systems can be disrupted, that loops can end. Without chaos, there is no transformation. Without disruption, there is no evolution. The question is not whether chaos exists. The question is how you respond to it. Do you resist it? Fear it? Try to control it? Or do you recognize it as part of the process? Because once you understand it, it is no longer something that happens to you. It becomes something you can move through. Seth was never the enemy. He was the force that kept the system from collapsing into itself. The disruption that made change possible. The chaos that made transformation inevitable. And in a world built on patterns, structures, and control, that force may be more important than ever.